It's going to be a high-scoring game.
You like the over?
Love the over.
Early picks.
Haven't even seen the
This
line.
game's in November.
Haven't even seen the line.
Week 9, Texas Tech, Colorado, over.
Good evening, degenerates, and welcome back to another episode of DGen Hours. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about. We're having the Colorado and SHEDEUR Sanders conversation.
Mike's favorite team.
The primetime Deion
time.
Sanders conversation
About
because
time.
College Football 25 just came out. Mike and I have been playing the hell out of this game.
Oh, my God.
I slept for 3 hours last night.
Absolutely grinding this game.
So fun.
And they have Colorado ranked high.
Yeah,
And we've
As they
always
should.
wanted to talk about Colorado. We talked about them a lot last season. Mario rode them all year. It was the biggest upset hit of the year was
Week one.
Colorado week one.
Never hit again.
And then they ranked
One
some
and
of these
done.
players way too, or I don't know about too high. They ranked them really high. So we're going to talk about everything Colorado, College Football 25 versus the actual rankings, what their win total is, their schedule, everything to do with SHEDEUR and the most, ESPN loved team in college football. So without further ado, let's talk some college football. ESPN's favorite program, the one they love to have a million segments about on First Take, Get Up, whatever it is Colorado.
Yeah.
Primetime, Deion Sanders, when he took over this team last year, the amount of hype building around this program is insane. Last year they only won 4 games, but SHEDEUR
A big 4.
Sounded like they won 11.
Well, they were started 4-0.
Yeah.
So, they just fell off a cliff. And at one point in the season, through week 4, SHEDEUR was actually the Heisman favorite. He was leading in the season to win the Heisman Trophy.
Well deserved.
Yeah, and on a lot of mock draft boards for this upcoming year, you're seeing SHEDEUR at 2, 4, 5, unbelievably high, as well as Travis Hunter also in that top 6. Deion Sanders guaranteed they go both in the top 3. So
Guaranteed.
there's a lot to talk about.
It's like the next, what's it?
That's well said.
Yeah.
Lonzo
well.
Ball's dad.
Lonzo Ball. LeVar.
LeVar.
I guess.
LeVar.
Deion's like the next LeVar.
If
Actually,
LeVar-
that's a great.
If LeVar was like a 2-sport Hall of Fame athlete.
Yeah.
Hey, he could
Yeah.
beat LeBron 101. Yeah, he could
And
beat
Jordan.
LeBron.
LeVar. Oh yeah, I forgot about LeVar.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're talking about LeVar?
It's a LeVar fucking ball.
He's too big in the hips.
He's too slow.
Yeah.
Put Steph Curry on UCLA. See what they do.
Yeah.
See what they do.
Put
He
Lonzo on
goes
Golden
shoot him
State.
out the game. But Colorado in College Football 25 is ranked 87 overall,
Okay.
the 16th best team
That's absurd.
in the game.
I think that's
Insane.
right. It should be.
Yeah.
SHEDEUR Sanders is QB1 in the game. He's tied with Carson Beck, but 1 slot overall ahead of him as the 17th best player in the video game. And Travis Hunter is the 6th best player, 95 overall. Which,
He's a freak.
Yeah,
so,
he's
Travis
a freak.
Hunter deserves.
But
his
so that's
rating.
kind of why their team's rated so high is because they have, quarterback, wide receiver, and corner all in the top, 1 or 2 at their positions. So they have their team rated super high, but their actual win total in reality is 5.5 for the 12-game season. So I just kind of want to go around
Hammer the
and
under.
hear what people think about Colorado. I know some people love them, some people hate them. Mario, you were big on them last year.
Yeah.
Going into this season, they got a lot of good transfers.
Yeah.
How do you feel about them? They also are in the Big 12 now. They just moved conferences. So
They won 4 games last year.
yeah.
I think they're definitely going to add to that total. So I love their over 5.5.
Okay.
I think somehow, some way they scrap it together. They shored up the defense a little bit more. They
Their offensive
definitely
line was terrible last year.
Yeah.
well, both
They're all
lines,
new
offense and defense,
Yeah.
were basically the kids from the prior year at Colorado because Deion didn't have enough time to.
SHEDEUR is the most sacked quarterback in college football.
Yeah, I mean those kids were like, I could get by them, So, I don't know. I like their team this year though. I think SHEDEUR is a good quarterback. Travis Hunter's a freak athlete. I think they got some good players. So
Would you put SHEDEUR as quarterback 1, where the game has him?
that's tough. I don't know if I'd put him 1, but I think he's top 3.
Wow. Okay.
So, Carson Beck, rightfully so, is up there, but I think he's good, but I think it's more so that he's on Georgia than anything. I think if you put him on like a mid-level D1 school, you wouldn't really be impressed with him.
Okay.
I think maybe like just pure quarterback ability, outside of maybe running, SHEDEUR's one of the best in the country.
Yeah, sure.
So
It's
accurate. He is slow. Yeah, his scrambling needs to improve. I don't know what that was about last year. Sometimes he'd have space and he just wouldn't run.
Because he's slow. And you get caught
But
by,
even
you get caught by the ref.
Even like being slow, you can still like run. Like he just would refuse to run.
He loved to
And
throw
so-
that ball. He loved to throw it.
He'd love to throw it. Yeah, I don't know. I think everyone's like overreacting because like I think it's just a weak year for quarterbacks. I think it's just a weak year for quarterbacks. So him being rated that high isn't that big of a deal in my opinion.
Okay, Mike, I know you have some strong feelings.
I'm just going to start this off with I am so biased to wanting to see this entire program burn to the ground.
Yep.
The
And
reasoning
so
behind it.
You love to see
it's-
people fall.
No. I actually love a good build up, rising dynasty. I love seeing people succeed.
Name one.
I
Wait,
love.
Who do you love that's done that?
I
What's a
love
recent dynasty buildup that you just love?
just in general. I love the stories.
Mike's in general.
No,
What's
and-
Colorado trying to do?
No, I hate them.
Yeah.
But they're not trying to build a dynasty, right?
yeah.
They're not going to build a
can't.
dynasty
Oh,
because they
okay.
suck.
You're right.
That's a fact.
agree.
Okay. All right. So
That is a fact.
when there's a program that is in a position and they can do it, then yeah, I'm rooting for them. But these guys,
They can't.
they can't do it, and people are trying to force them into. It's like trying to force an octagon into a triangle hole, right? It just doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
could be
that,
small.
that makes sense.
No, you
what
stop.
if,
Well,
does it just depend on the size?
Yeah, but-
Yeah,
Nope.
it depends on the size.
But
of
like the triangle hole, yeah, it
What if it's
would
a
never
big
fit.
Not in
What's
this
a
figure.
huge triangle?
Massive
Not-
triangle, small.
Not in this figure of speech.
In this
We play by my
triangle
rules,
speech.
guys.
But the
Yeah.
speech of figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it
He's
is.
speaking
Yeah.
on
Figure
Wow.
of the octagon.
That's tough.
I like
That's
this.
tough.
Too wide.
All right, we're getting off topic. Time to bring us back on
Bring us
topic.
back,
You're
Mike.
the one that brought up
No,
shapes.
it's
I'm getting geometrical on
yeah. Let's just get back on track. here.
Philosopher.
So
this. Yeah.
my hope and my analysis is kind of going one and the same here, and
Which
I
is?
think that Colorado made a lot of efforts and quote unquote improvements to both their offense and defensive lines. I think that's going to take a year to build the right like program and success with these individuals.
They're not going to have them next
Yeah,
year.
exactly. That's kind of what I'm saying. It's going to be too low, too late. So the whole program's just going down like dominoes. Down like dominoes, baby.
So
yeah.
you're saying they're a little overrated.
Skull buffs off the cliffs.
Sco buffs off the cliffs.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a lot of mixed feelings about Colorado. Should their team be an 87 overall?
No.
No. They
They're
should
not the 16th
They're not the
best team in the
16th
country.
I
most
agree with that,
talented
yeah.
team in the country.
Absurd.
Do I get why they are? Yes, for sure. SHEDEUR Sanders, as far as quarterbacks go, I don't think is a top 5 quarterback in college football.
I like that. I was gonna say.
I don't think he's top 5. Is he going to put up stats that make him look top 5? Probably. So for video game purposes, could you see him being top 5? Yes. Is a big reason that he's going to put up insane stats? A's in the Big 12, which is very weak. Their schedule's not hard. They play a couple teams that you'll say, oh, they're going to for sure lose the game. But it's not like those teams are the Georgias, Ohio States of the world. Those are like Utah, and it's like a tough game. Yeah, Utah, Arizona in that like 12 to
Kansas
17
State.
range. Yeah. He's throwing his ball to Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter might be a top 2 pick next year, 2 or 3 pick, at either wide receiver or corner. So I have no problem with him being the 6th highest rated player in the game. I'm actually surprised he's not a little higher. I think he might be the most overall talented player in college football. He's not the most impactful. You could say most impactful would probably be like, I don't know, the best defensive end
Yeah,
or
best
something.
defensive
Wow.
end or best
right
quarterback.
tackle.
Kate almost just threw up.
Well, no, that's not true. Well, no, I'm just thinking to myself like that statement because he's on both sides of the ball.
Well, no, I was just kidding. But it's really, think about the positions he's playing, right? It's really hard for a wide receiver to be one of the most impactful players in the country. It's really hard for a corner to be one of the most impactful
I agree,
players.
but he is doing both. So like it's
No,
double.
I said
more
that's
than
exactly
anybody.
why I'm saying he's one of the most talented players.
Yeah.
But like, just strictly positionally speaking, it's got to be like quarterback, left tackle, or defensive end,
Oh, that's
or
fair.
something like that to
I
be
guess
most
that's
impactful,
fair, but, yeah.
or like the most insane running back
know.
ever. Like if you're putting up like Reggie Bush numbers or something like that, or if you're like a Devontae Smith, you have one of those seasons, then maybe.
Yeah.
So, but it's few and far between. So I get why he's 6. SHEDEUR should not be the number 1 rated quarterback though. No shot.
You don't think
I mean,
he has like a really good? Because I agree that
No.
in the NFL he won't be good.
Well,
But I think just for college,
no.
I think you'll have like
So let me just read off the Heisman rankings.
yeah.
because I do want to circle back to Colorado, but let me just talk about quarterbacks for a second, because that's everyone in the Heisman rankings for the most part. Carson Beck, Dylan Gabriel, Quinn Ewers, Jalen Milroe, Will Howard, Jackson Dart, Nico Illuminana, I think that's how you say that.
Tennessee boy.
Garrett Nussmeier, Cam Ward, Riley Leonard, Avery Johnson, Connor Wegman, Jackson Arnold, Shedeur Sanders. So Shedeur Sanders is 14th in Heisman odds when he was
I
actually.
think it's a little low.
I agree. It's actually a little low
It's a
because he was
little low.
leading it last year, so people are very willing to bet on him. But he's 14th in Heisman odds. If you're the number
that's
one,
so telling.
if you're the
That's gotta
number
be
one,
so telling.
yeah, if you're the number one ranked quarterback in the game, you should be higher than 14th
Also,
for Heisman.
you got to
odds.
throw out the fact that no one ever wins Heisman if you're not on a top 20 team. So they're assuming
But
if
also-
they win 6 games, he's not winning.
Also
Heisman
in the
Trophy.
game,
for sure.
no one would ever play with Colorado if he was any less than an 80. Like
I don't know. They
You
got
know
all
what I
those
mean?
custom
Like-
Dude,
celebrations,
they
the
love
Shedeur. The,
no, like, but if he was bad, they would hate it. They'd be like, this is not that. The
No,
Colorado's
yeah.
not that.
But so, and then one thing, so he's 14th in odds, but circling back to Colorado, they also not only have the 14th rated player for Heisman odds, but they have 23rd overall Travis Hunter, who's the first guy non-quarterback. So I get why the team is rated high,
Yeah.
but that's kind of my
But they're
thoughts
not
as
good.
overall. They have 2 good players. Shedeur's overrated. Travis Hunter is properly rated. I see why that brings up the overall team, but are they the 16th most talented team in the country?
No.
Not even close.
No.
No, yeah, I don't think it's not even remotely close. I think I'll be blown away if they win 6 games this year. So I'm loving the under.
When you and Tate are done, I'm going to go
Blown
through their
away if they
schedule.
win.
and
I
why.
think maybe they have a good run, or the Big 12 sucks. Don't get me wrong. They have a stretch where they have like 5 tough games. I just think there's no chance, especially after last year. 1, 2, they have no recruiting at all. They had a couple transfers, worst recruiting. They haven't had a top 30 recruiting class since Deion's picked up last 2 years. No one goes to that school. They have barely any 5-stars on that team. Nothing's changed at all. Like everyone thinks the guys that are transferring are 3-stars. Like
Yeah.
these aren't like guys you're bringing in from last year. You're
That was-
changing. You're going from 3-star to 3.2-star. Like
That was an interesting point, not to bring this to Clemson, but that Dabo said that everyone got on him for, but you're totally right, where he's like, they're like, you're not taking any transfers. He goes, well, most of these guys already know where they're going when they're transferring. It's
Yeah.
not going to, like, it's going to be, top
A
end
good
school that's
school.
paying him. But also, most of the guys in the transfer portal couldn't play at Clemson, is what he said. And everyone
100%.
freaked out about that, but you're totally right. Most of the people in the transfer portal are backups that aren't getting to play, that want to play
going to
somewhere,
Colorado
that
because
want to
they'll get
play
to play.
somewhere else. And any really high-end players that are in the transfer portal, they already know where they're going before they go in the portal.
I agree,
Like for the
100%.
Isaiah Bonds of the world, he didn't open up recruitment and was considering Colorado.
He just-
Opened it up so he can go to Texas.
Yeah.
Or like other things like that.
100%
Or
agree.
like whatever. Caleb Downs is like, I'm going to Ohio State, so I'm going in the these schools don't have a chance.
No, I
this
agree,
year.
100%. It's ridiculous. I just think these guys that they're getting and they're talking about this new team, it's just a maybe slightly better than what they had before. It's nothing crazy.
I agree.
So I hate this. I don't think this team's very good. I think Shedeur has sneaky talent. He has the ability to win games. He's like a winner. And like in a lot of games last year, especially when they were on the 4-0 streak, he would win them the games because their defense was terrible, the offensive line was terrible. But I just think it's going to be too much this year. I hate the fact Travis Hunter's an unbelievable talent. I think he needs to choose to play wide receiver cornerback personally.
In the
I
league,
think,
in the league, he will.
I think you should do it now. 1, save injury risk. 2, you can get more. Say you have a all right year, he's probably at worst going to go like 7th or 8th. If there's no good quarterbacks and plays cornerback and is the best cornerback in the league, he could be 1 or 2. You know what I mean? So I think he has more upside to not playing both sides. And like last year, it didn't really help. Like wide receiver stats weren't great, and I know it's hard because he plays cornerback. And cornerback, like he's still amazing, but just like I just think he needs to pick one side. I think cornerback.
He did get tired at the end of that year
Oh, it's
because
so
he was
hard.
playing
It's
every
impossible.
snap. So like
Oh,
week
yeah.
7 of playing, he was getting injured. Also, the injury he did have was kind of a cheap shot in the
it's
Colorado
bullshit.
State
No, yeah.
game where they like hit him in
Yeah,
the
that was
ribs.
ridiculous.
But I do. They are running him into the
No,
fucking ground.
and you're gonna choose eventually. Might as well just choose now and then be so good at it to get your back. You're only getting more money every pick you go up. You're gonna get another 10 million. So I think he should pick, but I don't think Colorado has any chance to be decent. Stop 16. I would if there's a line to bet. I will bet any line that they're not ranked at the end of the year. Like I will, if it's minus 210, I'll hammer it. I just think Colorado has no chance of being ranked by the end of the year.
I would tail that bet.
Are you on kind of the lone wolf side here, thinking Colorado is properly ranked?
I mean, I'll tell you what. I like you heard everything you need to hear from these guys about Colorado. I mean, let me tell you, they're not winning 6 games this year.
Okay.
No.
All right,
No, I mean,
no
no
chance.
chance. And
No
I
chance.
was gonna say, I was just gonna go through their schedule.
You want to go through the schedule?
Yeah,
All right.
100%.
I'll read off the games. We'll say win or
I have
loss.
them winning 4.
All right, we'll go through it.
Generous
This is what I
4,
wanted to do.
maybe
this.
5.
So week 1, home against North Dakota State.
Win.
Yeah.
Win it to
Win.
him.
Win.
Win.
When?
Generous.
I think they start the season hot. So this is why I'm
All right.
interested to get into this. At Nebraska, week 2.
Murder. They're
Easily,
gonna get
easily
murdered.
lost. Murdered.
Their Nebraska's
Lost.
defensive
That
line is
rule
gonna run
up-
through.
I think they
Upgrade.
win that
I think
game.
they
We
win.
got a lot of recruits.
Easy
and
win.
They got
I think
the
they win
best
that game.
players.
It's like it's so funny. Like they're gonna win by like 20.
Dude,
Yeah,
like,
I think they're gonna win that
Nebraska's
game.
recruiting class was insane. And
Just
they
to
got
lose to
Dylan Raiola.
Colorado.
No, Dylan Raiola is good. I think they win that
They
game.
also have an insane defensive line. That's
All
just
right, so
gonna
we
bully
have split on that one.
Give them 2-0. Go
All
ahead.
right, so we'll go 1.5 there.
No,
give 'em 2-0.
I'm 1-1.
All right, they're at Colorado State.
Loss.
Win.
Win.
All right, 3-0. Give them 3-0.
That's a win.
I'll give them everything.
Sure.
Home against Baylor.
Loss.
They're losing one of those 4, so I'm gonna say a loss. I'll
Loss.
take the Baylor one, but there's no way they start 4-0.
Well, everyone can keep their own record in your mind. Just keep what you think they are.
I said
I
3-1.
think they start 4-0.
Same.
I think they repeat last year. I do think they start 4-0. At UCF, week 5.
Win.
They might
Win.
sneak out. I don't know.
Win.
Yeah, win. Go ahead. I'll give it to them.
5-0. They're ranked
4-1.
Okay.
13 in the country.
I don't know UCF, so sure.
Fine. 5-0.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Game's the
And then
murder.
week 6 is where I think it starts to fall off.
Everything falls off.
Home against Kansas State. That's a loss.
Loss.
4-2.
They're losing that game.
Close game.
You think it's close?
No.
I think it's gonna be
It
a
might
tough
be
one.
close. It might be close.
Week 7 at Arizona.
No.
Hammer that
no
over.
loss.
Hammer that
Murder.
over.
0%
Arizona
chance.
wins by 30.
Oh,
At
Arizona
Arizona.
wins by 50.
Yeah,
For-
at Arizona they're getting killed. Then they do home against Cincinnati.
Now
Loss.
Cincinnati.
Oh,
That's a tough
Cincinnati's
game.
good.
No, they'll take care of business.
Yeah, I think
Cincinnati
they beat
will
Cincinnati.
sweep
I
them.
think they
What?
win.
I think they get their 6th win
they're
there
6 and
and
2.
beat Cincinnati.
I have 5-3, but yeah.
All right. Then at Texas Tech.
No chance.
No way they win.
5-4.
It's a tough game, but I think they might lose
Texas
that.
Tech,
Texas Tech's a tough place to play.
terrible defense historically. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
You like the over.
Love the over.
Early picks.
Haven't even seen the
This
line.
game's in November.
Haven't even seen the line.
Week 9, Texas Tech, Colorado.
Over.
It's on my card.
Consensus.
It's actually on my card already.
Yeah. Do you have a win that game?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Murder row here. Murder
What's the
row.
spread?
Then home against Utah.
Murder.
Loss.
Yeah.
Loss.
Loss. At Kansas, they're gonna get
Loss.
slapped.
Yeah.
And then last they home against Oklahoma State.
Loss.
Ollie Gordon's going to run for...
So I think I got
4
them.
yards.
I think I had them right there at 6 or 7.
I had 7 wins.
6 or 7
I
wins.
had 5 wins, but I gave them a 4.
What'd you have? 3 wins?
4.
I
Thir-
had like 3.
Yeah. So I mean that line's 5.5. I guess if we average all of our numbers, it's pretty close to that 5.5
Murder
bet.
the under.
I think there's a chance this team gets on a run early.
No.
I think we're underestimating Nebraska.
Dude, yeah. Dude, no. Yeah.
Just because all I've seen is any defense can get through Colorado. Nebraska is a very good, especially front defensive team.
Are they good though?
Unbelievably good front
Yes.
defense.
What were they last year?
Dude. Oh.
I mean, that doesn't matter that
Yeah.
they were good or bad.
Have they ever been good? Like what? Come on. Last 5 years, what has Nebraska
I
done?
think they made the Big Ten championship like 4 years ago.
And what happened?
They lost.
Loss. Okay, thank you.
What has Colorado done?
Started off 4-0 last season.
All right. Last year Nebraska was 3-6 in conference, 5-7 total.
Oof.
So I mean,
I mean, it's a Big
It's
Ten
not a tough
versus
team.
Pac.
Big Ten. No, Nebraska. It's Big Ten.
No, I said
Big
versus
Ten
the Big 12.
Oh yeah. I was just saying Big Ten overall. I mean, this isn't a Big Ten conversation. Y'all had 3 teams last year.
Our defense, though, as a whole, is just better.
The
And it's-
defense is
and
good
it's
in the Big
at
Ten,
That's what I'm saying.
but the
So-
teams aren't good.
But you don't, when a shitty team with no stars plays a okay team in a really good conference with a good defense, they're gonna get murdered every time.
Oh, so Colorado easy win.
I don't think you just heard what I said.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
You said shitty team, no stars.
Yeah,
Nebraska,
that's Nebraska.
has more 5 stars than Coloro's had this year than they have had in the last 5.
I'd
Travis
say,
Hunter
I'd say
is
both
2 5
SHEDEUR
stars
and
and 1.
Travis Hunter are better than anyone on Nebraska.
No shit, they're better than ever. Pick the entire country.
That's what
They're
I'm
probably
saying.
better than.
That's what I'm saying. So they have the best players in the game.
But that doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything.
Best QB.
They
that's
had
what-
those in a lot of games last year, and their offensive line just take a sack.
Yeah.
Take a sack.
I don't know. It's different
We'll
this
see.
season.
I mean, we're
Different
getting
this
hung up
season.
on the Nebraska game, but I do think Colorado's an interesting team to watch. But I think the consensus here was pretty clear that
I
they're,
hate them so
they're
much.
definitely
Over 5.5.
overrated a little bit.
Over
but
5.5.
Over
5.5
Yeah.
and overrated. Maybe at the same time. Any chance they make the college football playoff? Big 12
What?
championship?
Negative chance. Like literally,
There's a
0.
I think there's a scenario where they win 8 or 9 games.
I will literally
No.
jump
I will
out
take.
of this
I'll take.
window.
I will take. Just use me to bet that, and I'll just never bet.
Yeah, I don't think
I'll take
it's
it.
likely they win the Big 12.
Mike, when
but-
they make the college football playoff, what are you gonna do?
Dive headfirst off our 2-story balcony.
What if they play Texas week 1 of the college football playoff?
You gotta watch it first.
Oh my god.
You can't
oh
kill
my
yourself
God,
before the game.
Yeah.
We'd fucking waxed them by
Wait,
65.
Michael wouldn't die.
Who's the best quarterback in that game?
Also, yeah, that's true. I went
What? That's
that.
not a question.
You would
went
for
down.
sure die diving off the second story of a house into.
No, only
No,
head first.
that's also not.
Break his arm.
He
He
said
Wait, you don't
diving
think
headfirst.
you think you would survive a head first?
Well,
We
dude,
don't
you
know,
also
we don't
have
know
to-
what's at
you-
the bottom.
You also have to know how
The
to fall.
driveway.
Be a car
Do
windshield.
you know how to fall?
in certain scenarios.
And
He
what
would
scena-
do a
what
front
scenario-
flip,
Mike, what
land on his
scenarios
feet,
do you know how to
roll,
fall?
somersault, stand up.
I've seen Mike fall.
Yeah, it's just like one of those like graceful like ninja rolls, you know.
You'd say you're graceful.
Well, just in
Mike,
the right scenarios.
If Colorado makes the college football playoff, you have to buy a
I will
Shedeur Sanders
literally
jersey.
shoot myself in
All
the
right,
stomach.
no,
Oh,
you have to
Shedeur
buy
Sanders
and
jersey.
wear a Shedeur Sanders jersey on the
pod.
No,
What do you mean no?
fine, yes.
All right.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
I'll-
Shake on that. Shake on that.
Wait. If oh damn it, never mind. It's not good. You're getting too good. It's like terrible odds. I was gonna say if it was even bet, you have to get a Quinn Ewers.
Oh no, I mean Texas is
But
gonna
it's-
make the
No,
college.
no, no,
football.
but no. I'm saying it's if it was just the Colorado.
They'll get
bet.
third in the SEC, sneak in the college.
All I gotta
football.
say,
in the
Mike,
SEC.
is be prepared to do that.
Yeah.
There's no universe for Colorado makes college. football.
But there you have
Be
it.
prepared.
Colorado conversation.
God, I hate them.
Shedeur.
I
You gotta
hate
love
them
it.
so
Kate,
much.
before the people log off and go play some
Hammer
college football
Colorado.
25, running it up with Shedeur Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. Tell them what they need to do.
Like, comment,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Shedeur.
Shedeur.
The
Oh,
Shedeur way.
God.
Shedeur way.
Oh,
Shedeur
God.
way.
Go away.
Shedeur.
Oh no.
We'll see you guys next week.
the Bluffs.
Yeah, I hate them.
You love them.
No,
Mike
I
loves them. Big Shedeur guy.
Big Shedeur.
Mike's very low energy tonight.
Yeah, super
Look
loud.
at
hate
look at he's very low energy.
Get
Low
angry,
energy,
get
Mike.
angry, get angry, Mike.
Tough guy Mike.
Colorado, get angry.
Grr.
Oh,
Oh,
it's the worst.
yeah.
Boo.
Clock it.